Hi, I'm Bridget from Life from the Ground Up, astrologer and coach, and welcome to your week ahead for the week the 3rd through to the 9th of October 2022. So this week we have the Sun in Libra, so we're still seeking balance and trying to play nice with everyone this week. Now we have the Moon moving from Capricorn through Aquarius and into Pisces. So this week is good for starting with Mercury now direct. We can now actually start to act on the all of the maybe business stuff or these new ideas that we want to get into fruition. I mean, Capricorn is businessy. So anyway, into the week. Monday, we start the week with a few challenges. Monday morning, the moon is squaring the sun, Venus, and it's coming up to that opposition to Chiron. Mercury is stuck at 24 degrees up until Thursday the 6th. So even though we might want to get everything underway and start moving really fast, you've got to let Mercury have a bit of a coffee and get his speed back up again. He's going around that roundabout, so there's a little bit of lag time before he starts moving off again. A great way to deal with people today, if you still are feeling that drag with conversations, you just become passionate. So everybody is feeling the Sun opposition Chiron, so there's just some tender nerves and some old hurts that are in people's faces. We've just finished a retrograde, so there's some things that have been brought up that are still fresh in people's mind. Nothing but a little bit of TLC for yourself and others that can help this. All right, into Tuesday, we still have the Capricorn moon. So, the moon is having much more active conversations today. So it is trining Mercury, and then Mercury is also trining Pluto. So, these open, honest conversations about the fundamental foundational things need to be spoken about. The moon is in conjunct Mars, so adjustments need to be made, and they can be made through conversations. The trine to Pluto is giving us that assistance with honesty. These are things that are coming up from the depths. So the moon is also going to be conjuncting Pluto. So here's another layer of that depth that is coming up. Venus is also opposing Jupiter, so that's helpful. We are looking at how we can be our best, and Venus in Libra just wants to love everybody up. So again, with the TLC and a little bit of understanding that everybody's feeling the same feels. Now we just have to dream, trust, and the universe is working for you, not against you. So Wednesday we have we wake up with an Aquarian moon. So you're going to feel a little bit more supported, at least in these future endeavors. The moon is trine, which is a nice helpful one, to the Sun and Venus and also Saturn. So this is the laying of the foundations, the truth in the words about what we actually want. We've looked really deep in the last couple of weeks, really. And, what are your truths? Speaking your truth and not being fearful that you're going to offend other people. I mean, yes, the Sun wants balance, but, your truth is more important to be spoken about. And even if this is also showing you things that are fundamentally not exactly how they were, I suppose that's just with the retrograde as well. Things have been brought up and we can look at them with adult eyes now, and you are more knowledgeable and authentic here and now than when some of these memories were formed. I hope that helps. All right, now Thursday you get to put your crown back on your head and go for it. The moon in Aquarius is going to be coming up to conjunct Saturn shortly, which is trine Mars right now. And so, these active conversations about what needs to be laid down. Thursday, Mercury starts off that 24 degrees. So you'll actually find things are starting to sort of make a little bit of progress. Now, this is the final pass of Mercury in this revisit retrograde phase. So just again, try to be a little bit respectful, listen attentively, because, you know, Mercury opposition Neptune, things could still be a little bit hazy. And like I said, Pluto is being a little bit brutal with his truth. So just a little bit of sensitivity, maybe, if you feel like it. Moon's in Aquarius, you might not care. All right, so Friday. Now, the moon is not doing a lot on Friday, which is awesome. The moon is also going to be moving into Pisces later on in the day, but we've still got, you know, those Aquarian feelings around. All right, so you still need to watch your words so they're not being misconstrued and misunderstood by other people. So the Sun Chiron is exact today or this evening. So hopefully enough light has been shone on these, you know, these past memories and conversations that we've had. And, you know, the Sun is like, is it really as you remembered? You know, lift it up, maybe, you know, attach yourself to that Phoenix energy so that your slate can be wiped clean. There will be new understandings and new ways for you to cognitively move forward. Okay, now let's go to the weekend. All right, we have a Pisces moon. Awesome. So great for partying tonight. We're going to have the moon, Neptune, Jupiter in Pisces. So yes, there's probably going to be lots of alcohol consumption, or maybe, you know, ways to escape reality, depending on what your thing of choice is. And it's also going to be conjuncting Jupiter later on as well, just making it that much more excessive. So, you know, if you don't want to wake up with a killer hangover on Sunday morning, just maybe have some more water in between your drinks. So, okay. Also on that day, on Saturday, we have a really helpful grand trine starting today. Today's being the 8th. It's going to move through all the way until the 18th. So that is the Sun in Libra, looking for balance and diplomacy, having great conversations with Mars in Gemini. And then that is also trining Saturn in Aquarius. So we are finding ways to speak effectively that everybody feels satisfied, that these new future endeavors can be laid down with mutual respect. You know, there's a lot of, yeah, like I said, mutual respect. Mercury's moving slowly, but he's still moving. Now, another thing on that day is, as you know, I love Hygeia, which is that health and well-being asteroid, and you taking the time to look out for yourself. It's recently been in Scorpio, which means we've been looking into the darkness in addition to the Sun Chiron. You know, there could have been some moments during the week, or there could be some moments during the week where you have to confront something that might be a little bit previously been really scary for you, that now you're looking at it with different eyes, and therefore you can just, you know, take the fear factor out of it. However this works for you, and with Hygeia moving into Sagittarius, it is stepping its understanding up. We are now looking at ways to apply practical knowledge to the things that we have seen. You know, it's a higher level of thinking as well. You know, we're not looking into the darkness so much moving forward. So, and then Sunday we still have the moon in Pisces. Now, this is the halfway point for Libra. You know, you've got another 2 weeks to you know, critically assess your life and change all of the things that are not working for you. You know, whether it's work-life balance, or, you know, self-care versus, you know, the amount of effort that you put into caring for your family. Like, there's a lot of different ways that you can assess this. Obviously, it's your life. Are you still critically assessing in a positive manner? Thank you, Mercury, for still being into Virgo, which is also concerned with, you know, your health, your daily self-care rituals. So, you know, I hope this week finds you moving forward effectively. I don't know if you remember, in the weeks of the 19th to the 25th, for me that was a week that was very mediation. There was a lot of conversations between parties. Now the retrograde was the thing that was holding people back. So this week is sort of revisiting that time. If you are in mediation that didn't work previously, then you might start to find that you're actually making some forward momentum with that. So thank you for still being here and listening to my week ahead report. If you would like a personal or an in-person reading, I'm now at Metaphysical Launceston in on Thursdays, and you can get me there between 9 and 1:30 on Thursdays. The booking link is in the description below. I also do Zoom readings because I am living in the middle of nowhere in off-grid Tasmania. So yep, again, you can do online readings with me or phone, or check out my website. I do a lot of other things too, but it is absolutely my joy to bring this to you. So thank you very much for listening, and I will see you next week. Bye.